First off, just congrats on starting 1-0. What do you feel like you learned about your team tonight?
Well, I know that we're young, and I knew that it was just a lot of uncertainty coming into this game. Garden City with a new coach, and just hats off to Garden City. Those kids played hard, and coach is doing a heck of a job there. They really gave us a test tonight at times.
Both quarterbacks had a pretty strong game for you guys on the offense. What was your assessment of the two quarterbacks?
Well, I think it's good that both of them got significant playing time, and we saw that that what they can do and what they can add to the team, and we're going to need both of them as it goes along. But pluses and minuses for both of them, and it was good that they both got out there and we can see the film and we can get better.
And then the defense, it's a veteran group. Scoreless through 3 quarters after 5 shutouts last season. Just what did you feel like? How'd you feel about that?
Well, it just got towards the end of the game. It just got ugly. Lots of penalty flags started coming out, and just miscues and bad execution. But for the most part, happy with the defense's performance, and we were able to get a few younger kids in there and get them some experience. I can't remember a team where we had this many sophomores and even freshmen out there on Friday night. So it's going to take some time to continue to get better. But this film's very, very valuable for us, and we're gonna spend a long time in the film room.
Do you have an update you can share with us on JJ down against Health?
Yeah, he's continuing to progress, and right now he's day to day, and we hope that he'll be able to play next week.
Yeah, so that defensive line put a lot of pressure on the quarterback today. What impact did they have?
Well, I tell you what, that's one of the strengths of our defense right now. We didn't know that it was going to be that way coming into the season, but we have Evan Middleton up there and Garrison Vikander, and those two are returning starters from last year. But the two guys that have really, really stepped up is Javaris Buchanan and Caden Dabini. We were trying Caden Dabini all over the field. Some at linebacker, some at offensive line, and I think he's found his home on the D line, and he's very impressive.
Yeah, and then you told me before the game that the quarterback situation was a game-time decision. Finn started. What was your reasoning behind that, and what was your reasoning for having McLean come in pretty soon after?
Well, Finn has the experience, and I think just with the demeanor and everything that Finn, with his experience, handled the situation a little better, especially coming out of the locker room. So, Friday night's a different beast, and whether it's a young quarterback or any underclassmen on the field, they got to get their feet wet, and they have a lot to learn, and so with that scenario, that's why I chose to start Finn.
And how did this compare to your expectations going into the game? Because I know after the scrimmage you talked about how there was some immaturity in the team, and tell me your thoughts.
Well, we stepped up a little bit. We had a good practice on Tuesday. Wednesday, not so much, and a decent practice on Thursday. So we're just real inconsistent right now, and a goal of ours as a team right now is to have 2 good practices in a row. So it's baby steps, and a lot of that's because the seniors are stepping into new roles and trying to lead and have those high expectations placed upon their shoulders, and then the younger kids are they're learning a lot as they go along too. So that's the goal is continue to improve week by week, and like I said, this film's going to be very valuable, and if they're focused in there and they concentrate, we're gonna continue to get better off of this film.
You had a new kicker in this game for the season, and goes perfect on extra points. Tried that 44-yard field goal. A couple more bites of breakfast he may get there, but what'd you feel about special teams tonight?
Prescott Balderson, he's new to us this year. He is a senior, but he continually gets better. He came to us in the summer a little bit and kicked and kind of looked like a fish out of water. But the more that he gets experience, the better he gets. So, I wanted to put him out there for that long field goal and put him in that situation because, we're going to need him to make that kick later in the season.
And one more thing, on a Foreign's punt return, you took a hit yourself. What's your injury status?
Oh, I'm good. That was, there's just aggressive football, and quite at that moment,